If I see a black man with a white woman, I'm like, that's that deep ass self-hate, my nigga.
They don't date black women is always going to be anti-black to me.
We never see black men say anything about who y'all date.
Me a black nerd, I show you a white girl next to him.
I do see that a white man has chosen to date a black woman. I feel like he put all of that to the side and was able to genuinely fall in love with her character.
Get you a black man.
Has made black women pursue a husband-like relationship with their son rather than pursuing a proper relationship with their former husband.
To go black, you never go back.
I like my black men.
Ay, Dios mío.
Let me go. But your love. I think that's really what it goes back to.
So why is not the standard for
unfortunately,
Kamala?
we have that
Double
standard
standard for women?
higher for men than we do for women. I can call that out, right?
Yeah.
Because I can be the first. I say any day of the week. If I see a black man with a white woman, I'm like, that's that deep ass self-hate, my nigga. You need to do something about that, right? Flip that same coin.
Damn. That's that deep self-hate. She said, flip that same coin. I got to hear what she got to say.
I see my sister with a man, I'm going to say, girl, go where you loved. So I get that. And I can honestly say that's a bias I probably need to check. Do I plan on checking today? Hell no.
You need to.
Do I plan on checking it in 10 years? Probably hell no. I don't give a damn.
I call them wenches.
You can call me a wench all day long. I don't give a damn. You know how many wenches you got in your life? All of us. Because we probably all say the exact same thing, honey. I'm just okay saying that shit out loud.
And that's why
a lot of them won't.
I don't think, and that audience, not saying you, but.
You can call me a wench.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying that's just slavery term. You know.
Is that where it came from?
Yeah, a bed wench. The white man had a group of concubines, black women. He would sleep with. They call them wenches. That's where we got that from. Now you view that a little bit different, though.
Wow. You know, but the thing is, this is the sad thing. We don't really care if you're dating a white man. Black men champion it on. You see it all the time in social media. They be like, oh, I'm going out with white men. Fine. You see black men even say, oh, we need to do better. We got to stop doing that, right? We got to stop saying we need to do better. Or we got to stop this from happening as well, because what happens is men get out in public and they get ashamed. Things like this happen.
You know you diluting the race by dating this white woman.
Wait, trying to see something.
You can only cut it once, brother.
Only cut it once?
What you say, Black?
You can cut it one time.
One time?
One time.
You know her grandparents probably watched black people getting lynched as a sport.
Shit.
I'm just saying, brother. Just you got to remember that. You know her family? Exactly.
Wait, trying to see something.
Man.
Have a good day, brother. I love you, okay?
God bless you, my dog.
This guy said you can cut it once. That man, look, I understand. Every man, every black man you see is your brother, right? But to say you can cut it once, man, why are you bowing down? You don't know that man. Come on now. You just ashamed yourself, ashamed her. For what? For nothing. He don't care about you. All he cares about is content.
All BLK women have with who black men date is getting annoying at this point, bro. We never see black men say anything about who y'all date.
It's cool when they do it, problem when I do it.
They might point out the double standard that y'all don't get called sellouts and stuff like that, but outside of that, them niggas do not care who y'all date. The obsession is y'all getting up here slandering the hell out of black men folk, and then the same Negroes that y'all talk about who date interracially, y'all don't even want. How are they playing them if black men's marriage rate is going up? You do know that, right?
Wow.
According to Pew Research, 36% of black men are currently married, and 20.
And you know, I'll be honest, right? Yes, 20% of them are married, but they do stay with white men longer. Why is that? Is the bed wench thing real? No, I didn't know that. I just learned that today. To be honest, I didn't know that. I don't study up. on things like that. But that's interesting.
9% of black women are currently married. This is 2025 statistics. But from 2025 to 2027, 2 years to be exact, black men's marriage rate is expected to go up by 38 to 40%, but y'all is expected to drop by 29 and 28 to 26%. So how are they playing these other groups of women if their marriage rate is going up? If y'all's declining but black men's going up, that means they're marrying other groups of women. So how are they getting played if they're marrying them? Like, bro, it's getting so annoying at this point. Y'all swear y'all don't care if they date out.
Hispanic women are the finest women on the phone.
Oh, don't mention BOK women. Even when they don't, y'all still got something to say. Like, leave these niggas alone who date out. Like, bro, y'all are becoming like human gnats at this point on this app. Like,
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No. Why? She drinking with them. They're gonna gangbang her. They probably put a noose around her neck. Sure, I like that, Daddy. Damn. Bed wench.
human gnats. Like, y'all don't know when to quit. Leave these niggas alone, please. Damn.
Black boys and black men are raised to serve their mothers.
My mother was there. Being around her was all I needed. I didn't need anything else.
We have been programmed into the mindset that Stephen A. Smith has, that our mothers are Jesus Christ. That pursuit of serving our mothers is what has feminized our culture, caused so much chaos and dysfunction in our culture, has made black women pursue a husband-like relationship with their son rather than pursuing a proper relationship with their former husbands, should have been husbands, baby daddies, or whomever. This is the poisonous, unbiblical, satanic, divine worship of the feminine mentality plaguing the black community. Worship your mama.
If nobody else gonna say it, I'ma say it.
I heard that.
Black man, Puerto Rican man, or Dominican man?
Black. Yes.
Why?
Once you go black, you never go back. I got a taste of my black men, and
Hispanics and black people get each other, and we could relate to each other more than white and Hispanic people.
Latinas are a black man's kryptonite. Black men and Latina women are most compatible, and we're culturally connected.
Man.
That says that they don't date black women for whatever reason is always going to be anti-black to me.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you.
We don't care.
It's always gonna be anti-black to me, because what do you mean you don't like any black women on this planet? Like, you just don't like no black women. And then why? Like, well, what is the real reason why? Like, in my opinion, I feel like the real reason why has to do with just self-loathing and just a disdain for melanin, because you can find melanated women all across the globe. And
She doesn't realize men are going out to get melanated Latinas. They're getting African females. There's even melanated females in Thailand and the Philippines. They're everywhere. Everybody's black. I mean, come on now. And for those that know, everybody's black. And those who don't know that need to start accepting it. Facts.
so it's one thing to be like, because blackness shows up in different ethnic groups and in different cultural groups and different nations. So it's one thing to be like, I don't like black American women. Okay, whatever. You don't like black American women. Maybe you're a black American man, and you grew up in America, and that's your experience, and black American women just aren't your cup of tea. Okay, whatever. But to just say you don't like black women just all across the board, like you don't like Caribbean women? You don't like Trinidadian, Jamaican, Haitian women? Because they black too. Just different nationalities and different culture, different ethnicity, but still black nonetheless. You don't like Brazilian women? You don't like Afro-Latinas? You don't like any woman in Africa? You don't like Senegalese women? You don't like Liberian women? You don't like Ethiopian women? You don't like Sudanese women? You don't like South African women? You don't like no black woman from nowhere. Like you don't like black women? So it's just like when you say you don't like black women, I'm really hearing like that you just don't like blackness, because there's too many black women to choose from for you to just be flat out across the board, I don't like black women. So it is very anti-black.
No. Guys aren't talking like that. The guys that feel like that may feel like they don't like black females, because they can go overseas and it's gonna go, oh, wait a minute, there's black females overseas. The ones that think like that are the guys who have never traveled out, right? Me, I've been around the world and I go, okay, black people are everywhere. I see it. But these own two eyes here, these two things on the front of my head, sees it all.
Get you a black man. Yup, I said it. Get you a black man. You will thank me later.
She's cooking, making sure his belly's taken care of. That's all that matters.
Black men have always been, the idea is that they're sought after, they're swaggy, they're so cool.
When you look at it as like a white woman trying to get a black man, you
Yes,
see it as
it's-
they're more interested in the blackness than the person.
Right.
What, the fetish? It's a fetish. Yeah.
Sometimes it's like
No.
I've heard friends say like, I want mixed babies. When I think of like when
I mean, if a white female says that they want mixed babies, what's bad about that? Like they don't just want the mixed. They think the children look beautiful, right? And in fact, they want to mix. A black man, I like that, especially if he gets around a family and the family's cool. He goes, "Oh, a win is a win." I don't see nothing wrong with it.
white women date black men, I'm like, okay, if there's this idea or this fetish or this I want my child to look like kind of thing. But I feel like when black women, the idea of black women is always, it's usually associated that like, they're angry, black women are aggressive, and they kind of take away the allure of black women at times, to where when I do see that a white man has chosen to date a black woman, I feel like he put all of that to the side and was able to genuinely fall in love with her character.
It's cool when they do it, problem when I do it.
And he may have some type of like, ooh, she's black, I want her because she's black kind of thing. But I feel like the idea around when it comes to relationships.
Why does it have to be something? Like, stop putting extra things that don't need to be there, because it makes it a problem. Then you're always looking for something, right? I don't go into a relationship going, oh, I wonder if something is wrong. When it comes, then I separate myself. But that's usually what men do. We don't go into a going, oh, what if this is going to be wrong? Some guys do. And those are the guys that never can experience other cultures.
When we think of like a black man and a black woman, I feel like the black woman usually is getting like a bad rap when it comes to it. So that way I think like when a white man does date a black woman, he was able to like look past all of that.
You think it's more genuine?
I think
It's not all, and men know that, but a lot. There are a lot. Many, like say in the US, if it's what? I heard the number before, 56 million, right? If it's 56 or 57 million, maybe 35, 40, 50. That's not good. That's not good numbers, right? And then the others are in relationships. Come on now. What am I going to do?
Where you from? Hola. Coño. Ay, Dios mío.
Let me go.
He said, gotcha. Right where I want you. Gotcha.
That white and Hispanic girls appreciate broke, fat, socially awkward, and abnormal black men.
Well, you can say that, right? Because in the community, the guys that are weird or that like you with glasses, right? A little chubby around the face. They want to see you as a he got no swag. He's not a will my scamming ass. Now you see why that song is bad? Spinach. That affects the mindset of the community. It's bad. I was affected as well. This is what these men are dealing with. And I'll keep it real. I was accepted, but not by everybody. Definitely not in the hood. When I moved to Long Island, I was accepted by everyone, but in the hood, but some, but yeah. I was even seen as a square to some in the hood. And I was doing the most.
He said the regular community don't want them. They're the leftovers, so other races take those guys. And I'm like, nah, that's not true. He said, show me a black nerd, I'll show you a white girl next to him. Or show me a fat guy that look like a big block of cheese. It'll be another race snatching them up.
Problem.
So who they prefer, though? Well, you know who they prefer. Them King Von type. You know what I mean? They catch a body in the homie type. No, that's not true. That's not true. But it does make some sense, though.
I think it is true. I understand what you're going through. You don't want to pit that on all. And it's true. I even said it just now. It's not all, but a lot. Too many. And there's even other races of females that want that too, right? There's white females out there, Latinas out there that want the King Vons, all the degenerates. But you find a lot that are more accepting of you. So that's why men do. That's why men are doing this. There's a reason.
Who you marrying, a Puerto Rican man or Dominican man?
Neither. Word. Neither. They too toxic.
Yep. I like my black men, my chocolate men. Sorry.
Thank you for that election. Thank you for that choice. Look at you. You look like toasty, extra toasty, more toasty, extra bilingual toxic. Thank you for that choice. The black man, okay, take it the black man, but leave alone the Latino man. Thank you.
So she's in New York, right? I don't feel for the hair, but they're like us out there, everywhere. And what he's saying, stay over there. A lot of men will take her, but a lot of men won't. That different color hair, pink. Listen, I'm with you. You seem like you're normal. Dye that hair. You gonna dye that hair for me? Nope. Okay, see you later. Yeah, it's that serious.
So I'm out at the park walking and thinking like always, and I kind of was thinking about a topic that I kind of want in on. So I've seen a lot of things on my For You page dealing with dating, of course, and especially the topic of interracial dating in regards to black men dating white women. So I can definitely say first off that I can understand what both sides are coming from, because as an African American woman, though I am biracial, I identify as a African American woman, and we do have a very special, different struggle than other races, and so do our men. So I definitely understand, you know, other Black women also feeling like we are in that special place together of understanding and being able to relate where each other is coming from and to understand the struggle. It's kind of one of those if you know type situations. On the flip side, I believe in love. I believe that love crosses every boundary and every challenge. So I'm definitely for those who can overcome racial boundaries or any type of boundaries to love each other, especially in accordance with God's will. So, however, I have an angle I think that is a little different than what I've heard. So, as a biracial child that was raised in a home where my mother was raised as a prejudiced woman, prejudiced against Black people. So, my angle is unique in that my thoughts are more so towards the Black fathers that choose to be with a woman of a different race, and specifically a Caucasian woman. So because there is so much of a racial divide in our country, all I would like to say is that love who you love, but as a Black man, because your gene is dominant, because your child inside of a white family dynamic is going to be the odd man out. That child's going to be the one who's different. Their hair texture is different.
Man, she's a victim. Wow. She's crying out for help. From the way she said it, it was like her father was a man, what do you call it? A rolling stone, right? That's what it sounds like. Her father was a rolling stone. Wherever he let his hat was his home, and got with her white mama. And she went through hell because she was raised in a white racist family. But maybe that's not the case, right? Maybe she kept saying, "You damn ninja," right? Because he never was around. And she could have been very much racial. But man, I feel so
different. I feel like as interracial children, we get petted. We get like we're just the odd person out. And even family can sometimes make some really weird, uncomfortable statements because of the ignorance that is surrounding African American people. Like, for instance, my mom was in segregation, and she told me that she could not believe that she said that she couldn't believe that Black women were black all over. So let that sink in. So, and she also told me that she thought that Black women had chocolate milk in their breasts. So just as an example of how
damn,
and how just
my mother was slow.
it can be to be raised predominantly by a white woman when you identify and when anyone sees you, they see a Black child, a Black woman. So I just caution that.
Damn, I feel bad for her in a way. I do, because right, she's not complaining like the rest of the video, right? She grew up around racism, and she sounds sheltered, like my whole life I had to fight by not fighting, so I just dealt with slander. Man,
be prepared. Like if you're dating a white person as a Black father, just remember, just try to make your presence so there, even if you and the mom don't work out, to where that child has pride in themselves. That child is, I was made to not like my nose and my lips and just so much about myself because it was different from my other family members, and it was mocked even at times. And I feel like if my father had been present to solidify my love for myself, to solidify that my lips are nice, I got some nice lips. I'm finally
yeah, she got big lips.
to the idea. You know, my nose is, you know, it's a little large. by some definitions, but it's
My nose is large. You see this nose? I would have went through hell in that face.
fine. It goes with my face. You know what I'm saying? It didn't always, but I feel like if my dad had had the presence in mind of what my struggle would be, I think he put such blind faith in my mama, and my mama wasn't the one to put that faith in because my mama was very prejudiced. So I just would caution thinking ahead to the child, as far as who you choose as a mate and who you choose to have children with. In that, just be sure to be present one way or the other, so that child feels pride. That child doesn't feel ostracized or like the odd man out all the time. And just, I really think that I could have been such a shining star and such a brighter light if my father had been present to let me
She's
know
a black
that
lady.
there's
Yeah.
nothing weird about how you look. Like, you come from royalty. You come from great things. You are beautiful. You're just as worthy. You're just as great. Your difference is what makes you beautiful. Things like that. Like, I feel like that should be what the focus is, because two people can like each other for 10 minutes and never see each other again, whereas the child has to live with trying to prove themselves, trying to prove that they're just as good as, like, I remember wondering why my eyes weren't blue, or like why when we would go somewhere my hair would always just shrink up in the water, and theirs was just, in my eyes, just it was flowing and beautiful. Not to take it away from them, but I just felt less. I felt maybe I wasn't as pretty, or why don't I look like my family? Why don't I look like my family? So, and of course I wasn't around my dad's family because he wasn't around. So I was raised, and I grew up most of my life. I felt
sheltered.
pretty. I didn't feel pretty. I didn't feel
not sheltered.
I didn't feel about myself what I should have until a lot of stuff that I went through. A lot of stuff. I was called the N-word growing up. I was told to get my N-word lips off of her drink. I did not understand how racially divided my household was until I got married. And my black husband had to tell me, hold on, your mama said what? You grew up thinking what? So that's my angle. Like, we got to zoom out of ourselves and our own personal experience sometimes and really think ahead to what kind of, if your family has that dynamic that everybody is accepted and everybody is loved and just come on in, that's different. But whereas with a black woman, a black man doesn't have to worry about it because her lips are just as big, if not juicier. And her nose is just as large, if not, you know what I mean? Like, there's no comparing and pointing out things as a negative or a weirdness, because we all look the same. So for the child, there's an immediate sense of this is where I belong. Whereas there is a heavier obligation on an interracial couple because that child is wondering why, even from the two parents, they look different. You know what I'm saying? Hair texture is different from the black side too. So I think that it's very important to keep the children in mind. And I just haven't heard anybody speak for us. Oreo cookies, as they call, I have been called every biracial name. And I'm proud. I'm proud to be of mixed heritage. I love people. So I feel like I am a unique flower that God made with two different colored people. But I just think that my life and my struggle and my self-identity didn't have to suffer so much if I had the support around me that I needed, and that if my parents had been thinking, outside of themselves.
You know what I gotta say? She landed out okay. She did, right? Think about it. She's married now. She didn't say, oh, I'm independent, boss queen. Actually, I think that's why. Even though family was racist, I'm not trying to say it was better. Maybe it's because of a situation she went through. She was really seeking out love. I guess that's what it was. she was really seeking out love and belonging somewhere that she found love, saw was real, right? Wasn't looking for the knight in shining armor or the man that was probably extra tall. She was so taller than me, handsome, or not even handsome, good attitude. She wasn't vain, most likely. Lucked out. But how I see it, everything that happens in your life happens to anyone to make you stronger. But this is going to happen. It still happens now. Man, there's tons of guys that go across these waters, rolling stones, slinging it, and making babies in other places. That will always continue. But yes, this kind of is like a lesson, as this is what you're going to leave in your wake. This could happen. The world is not as racial as it was, especially over there back then, because she, around 30 years old? I'm sure she went through some things. But yeah, guys, thank y'all for watching the video. Be sure to subscribe. Other than that, peace out. See you next video.
This is the way.